If there is one thing we can agree on as fingerboarders, it's that the grind never stops. Unless you're doing something that requires you not to fingerboard, in which case it stops, and I do see your point, but metaphorically it doesn't stop. These are the top 4 most used rails in my collection for the month of December. First off, we're starting out with this teak L rail. Now I can almost guarantee that there's not too many rail designs out there that are gonna push you to get creative and make you work for your tricks. And that's why this rail is so much fun and therefore a must cop. Next up on the list, we got the bike rack from Grindrite. Now don't get me wrong, there's a ton of companies who make bike racks, but very few have rails as fun and functional as Grindrite. You can set the top rail, the bottom rail, or even bonk off the side. Next up on the list, we have the big homie Tech Deck coming in clutch with a crowd barrier. This thing feels super high quality and it's the perfect size to travel with. And seshing over this thing is just as much fun as grinding on this thing. And last but not least, we have the XL round rail by Black River that comes textured for the perfect grind. I can't stress it enough, the texture on this rail is super satisfying. It like scratches your brain in like the best way. Now that sounds kind of painful, but to some it'll make sense. It doesn't matter if we're talking about fingerboarding or life in general, or if we're talking about grinding